Tell me where do we go? Do we go? Tell me where do we go? Do we go? Tell me where do we go? Where do we go? Do we go? Tell me where do we go? Do we go? Tell me where do we go? Do we go? Tell me where do we go? Do we go? Tell me where do we go? Where do we go? Do we go? Tell me where do we go? Tell me where, tell me where, tell me where. Twin Bali, 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 twin Bali. Sungura tuko ndani na mimi mwimbaji, nimefika na hisia za zamani, kuunganishana mababu wa wazazi, tunakatikani kama tumepigwa na makazi. Mbali shimo ya sungura tuko ndani na mimi mwimbaji, nimefika na hisia za zamani, kuunganishana mababu wa wazazi, tunakatikani kama tumepigwa na makazi.
Bonjour tout le monde et bienvenue à Afro Games. Nous sommes dans un studio de jeux vidéo au Cameroun. Je suis Madiba Olivier, le fondateur du studio. Ici, dans notre studio, nous travaillons essentiellement sur 3 projets. Nous avons Orion Kajuta James Fighter, qui est un match 3 RPG, c'est-à-dire un jeu dans lequel vous faites des matchs comme dans Candy Crush, mais vous avez beaucoup d'actions, un peu comme du Devil May Cry, mais en 2D. Et l'idée pour nous était de fournir à tout le monde la possibilité de s'amuser comme dans des grands jeux d'action, même si vous n'êtes pas un gros joueur. Ensuite, nous travaillons aussi sur notre jeu PC Xbox Orion, l'héritage des Koryodan qui est un peu vieux, mais on s'assure toujours d'augmenter la communauté. C'est un action RPG avec 15 heures d'histoire où vous vivez, selon les critiques, une des meilleures histoires jamais écrites dans le monde du jeu vidéo avec de l'action, inspiré un peu des Tales of Destiny. Et enfin, le projet sur lequel nous sommes très concentrés en ce moment, c'est le jeu le plus drôle d'Afrique, une des premières simulations de jeu qu'on a appelé les responsables d'une boa, dans lequel vous jouez un ou une jeune africaine qui est dans un gouvernement et qui doit réussir sa vie professionnelle, sa vie privée avec nos réalités. Donc vraiment, dans le jeu, vous allez rire toutes les 5 minutes et vous pouvez déjà télécharger la démo sur Play Store ou App Store et voir un peu. On continue de travailler dessus, mais vous avez déjà le début. Les grandes leçons que j'ai apprises de faire du jeu vidéo au Cameroun. Premièrement, le marketing est important. Parce qu'on a tous commencé en se disant que notre jeu serait un banger du premier coup, qui aurait une sorte de buzz. Mais il y a beaucoup de jeux qui sortent. Deuxièmement, j'ai appris encore que le jeu vidéo, c'est pas un métier, c'est une vocation. On a le privilège de bosser pour le temps de détente des gens qui est très précieux. Donc les gens ne veulent que l'excellence finalement. Une troisième leçon que j'ai appris, c'est qu'il faut beaucoup se mettre à la hauteur de ce qu'on veut. Quand vous faites du jeu vidéo, essayez constamment d'évoluer. Une autre leçon, le jeu mobile n'est pas plus facile que le jeu console. Quand on vient du monde du PC console comme nous, on entre dans le développement mobile avec un peu d'arrogance. Mais le jeu mobile, ça vous humble vite. Parce que techniquement, vous ne faites peut-être pas dans l'hyper-réalisme, le dynamisme au même taux qu'un jeu PC console, mais il y a tellement de notions pour que quelqu'un qui a téléchargé votre jeu gratuit reste jouer ça 3 jours. C'est 10 fois, 100 fois plus compliqué qu'un jeu console. Mes espoirs pour le jeu vidéo africain, c'est qu'il y a un gros marché qui se passe déjà sur notre continent, qui aujourd'hui, je crois, est dans les presque 2 milliards de dollars et va monter à 3, 4, 5. Moi, j'aimerais beaucoup que des studios africains soient parmi les leaders pour devenir des grosses sources d'investissement dans d'autres secteurs. En quoi est-ce que l'African Showcase peut aider ? Être une vitrine qui permet effectivement de partager tous les meilleurs jeux du continent pour que le public puisse les tester, les apprécier et qu'au fur et à mesure on crée une communauté entre ceux qui créent, ceux qui jouent. Ça, ce serait vraiment puissant. Donc je rêve de voir ce dialogue-là et qu'au fur et à mesure, effectivement, l'industrie du jeu vidéo évolue en Afrique et dans le monde.
Hello everyone and welcome to the first Afro Game Showcase ever. My name is Jennifer and with me is Michael. Bonjour Michael.
Salut Jennifer, bonjour à toutes et à tous. L'Afro Game Showcase, c'est notre événement, notre sélection de jeux qui viennent d'Afrique ou qui prennent racine dans les cultures africaines.
And sometimes you will find games made by people who aren't from Africa but draw from its many cultures. Even games coming from the African diaspora in the world. This first edition is already very special since we've got submissions from 12 countries in the world. We have only one request from you. If you like a game, add it to your wishlist on Steam. It really helps the developers.
Et ça ne coûte rien. Et puis avant de commencer, on est vraiment très honoré qu'Olivier Madiba ait ouvert cette émission. Olivier est le fondateur de Kalanoro Games au Cameroun, l'un des studios pionniers du jeu vidéo sur le continent. Et si vous ne connaissez pas encore, on vous invite à aller voir leur travail sur PC, sur Xbox, sur mobile ou bien en version BD.
Thank you, Olivier, for doing so much for game developers in Cameroon. We're super glad to have you here. And hey, maybe you're watching us on YouTube right now? If you are, make sure to go and live react to our list of streamers who are currently reacting to the showcase. And of course, we would like to specifically thank our media partner, GamesIndustryAfrica.com.
Allez, on démarre avec une première section qui va plaire aux familles. On part en direction de l'Afrique de l'Est, à Madagascar plus précisément, avec un tout premier jeu qui nous sera aussi présenté par son équipe.
Get ready to discover Kalanoro, Kitty Haven, and Go North!
Le soleil qui dessine la colline, mais le ciel vire au violet. La fumée fait de l'ombre sur la terre, le paradis questionné. Le béton, les étages, et les esprits en cage. Allez va, on va briser la cage. Oh et calagué, je vais voler tes cheveux dans le vent. On fait pas le malheur, on invite à danser simplement. Oh et calagué, on va briser les chaînes du passé. Oh les murs, même les pires moments finissent par s'effacer. finissent par s'effacer.
Salama everyone, I'm Jean. I'm a co-founder, level designer and narrative designer of Red Raketa Studio.
And I'm Karen, co-founder and producer. We are an indie game studio based in Madagascar. And today we are thrilled to give you a sneak peek into our game, Kalanoro, an action-adventure game made in Madagascar with lots of love and a massive amount of coffee.
So it's a colorful, humorous and crafted game that blends platforming, combat and light management.
But first, what is a Kalanoro?
In Malagasy folklore, they are small, hairy, mystical creatures. Think of our own fluffy leprechauns.
When we started our studio, we all came from different gaming tastes. Some loved combat, some preferred platformers, some loved cozy games. So we thought, why not mix them all to honor the classics, and but while bringing something fresh.
But beyond the fun, we wanted our game to have a soul. Even though it's a fictional universe, it's a canvas to highlight real societal Malagasy challenges and to draw attention to our endangered lemurs.
In our game, you explore Lemuria, a colorful paradise now suffering under the ruthless rule of the evil witch Ranid.
Guided by a mysterious prophecy, you are Kalake, and your mission is to overthrow the witch by forming the ultimate music band with legendary lemur musicians.
With a rusty taxi Bruce as your tour bus, embark on a wild journey to rise to stardom and free Lemuria, one song at a time.
But music isn't just flavor here. It drives the whole progression loop. You rescue artists, grow your popularity, and perform for local crowds on bigger and bigger stages.
Our original soundtrack recreates this idea. Collective creativity coming together to form a joyful resistance.
Thank you so much for giving us this opportunity to share our word.
And thank you. We can't wait for you to meet Kalake and the band. Msoj, and see you soon in Lemuria.
And that wraps up our family games section. I really loved Kalanoro's demo. It's already out on Steam, by the way. And isn't Kitty Haven just so cute? Those two games are led by women, and we love to see it. All right, moving into our biggest section of the night, action and adventure games.
Oui, et dans cette section, on se balade un peu avec des jeux venus de partout. Nigeria, d'Afrique du Sud, de la Tunisie et même du Brésil. Mais dis-moi Jane, peut-être que tu pourrais nous en dire un peu plus sur ce que représente le jeu vidéo en Afrique?
Of course. Over 60% of Africa's population is under 25. Africa is in fact the youngest continent on the planet. In 2024, Africa had 349 million of gamers. That's roughly the entire population of the United States. And it's growing 6 times faster than the global average. This audience exists, and almost all of them play on mobile, games like Candy Crush, PUBG Mobile, and even soccer or fighting games on consoles.
Et ces jeunes ne veulent pas juste jouer, ils veulent se voir dans les jeux. Des héros qui racontent leurs histoires, évoquent leurs traditions et leur musique par exemple. Et c'est exactement ce que construisent les studios africains en ce moment, alors filons découvrir le prochain jeu qui est quelque part le symbole de cet Afro Game Showcase.
Let's dive into Karmzah. It was created by the Ghanaian studio Leti Arts. Karmzah is the name of a superheroine inspired by a comic from storyteller Farida Bedway. In Karmzah, we play an archaeologist with cerebral palsy who transforms into Africa's very first disabled superhero.
Allez, on va de ce pas découvrir ensemble Karmzah et dites-nous dans le chat si ça vous a plu.
Some lands do not heal, but they remember. Beneath the ruins of a forgotten people, more than history was found. A power that centuries could not erase awoke. And for the first time, an ancient oath took flesh. But sacred power does not rise alone. It carries memory. It carries hunger. It carries the cost of all who came before. To wield it is to inherit an ancient wound. To bear it is to answer for more than yourself. But power alone does not make one a guardian. And when power offers more than fate ever did, what will you choose?
Awaken, mage. I grow weary of your slumber. Such arrogance to think you could vanquish me. Take your first timid steps towards the nightmares I have prepared for you. Heed my words. You stand in my world now. Your memory scattered to the winds like pages torn from a book. A world forged with a singular purpose. To break you.
Reançã, o vento das forças iorubais, a rainha dos raios, a mulher borboleta, a mulher búfalo, mãe de todas as forças ancestrais. Epa hey Ansan, epa hey Ansan, epa hey Ansan.
I won!
Vraiment trop forte, Jennifer. Ah, vous êtes de retour. Écoutez, on était en pleine partie d'Awalé, figurez-vous. Allez, je vous explique le principe rapidement. Il y a 6 trous et des graines réparties en parts égales de chaque côté. Lors de votre tour, vous prenez toutes les graines d'un trou et vous les semez une par une dans les trous suivants. Si le dernier trou fourni possède 2 ou 3 graines, vous pouvez capturer des graines qui se transforment alors en points. Le but est d'en capturer le plus possible et lorsque je ne peux plus semer chez l'adversaire, la partie s'arrête. Ça a l'air simple comme ça, mais c'est très stratégique en fait.
And this game is over 3,000 years old. Its earliest traces go back to ancient Egypt. It spreads across the entire continent from the Caribbean to the Americas. Awole is a game that survived everything. I think Nigerians call it also Mancala.
Ah, Mancala, c'est plutôt le nom générique de tout ce type de jeu. La Ware, on l'appelle aussi Ware au Ghana, Ware dans les Caraïbes ou encore Ayo au Nigeria. Bref, des dizaines de noms pour des dizaines de variantes locales, mais le principe est le même, à savoir semer, anticiper pour l'emporter.
Awole isn't just a game, it's a philosophy that existed long before anyone else started thinking about game design.
Et le premier jeu de cette section s'appelle Ware, comme vous l'avez compris, c'est un roguelite construit autour de ce patrimoine millénaire et les développeurs en ont fait un jeu totalement fou. C'est exactement ce qu'on veut prôner avec l'Afro Game Showcase, voir comment un jeu vidéo transmet une culture à travers des générations de joueuses et de joueurs.
Don't worry everyone, you will adore Ware. And of course, the other upcoming games. Let's get into it.
finally made it to West Africa for my PhD in West African cultures, and I have seen some truly strange things. I don't know if I'm just exhausted, or if something is truly wrong here. I saw things that weren't there. It was brief, disorienting, but felt so real.
Tessie, are you there?
Yeah, I think I slept off. Wait, what is this place? What were they doing here? I need to find a way out.
Hi everyone, I'm Thiago Prudente from Mandinga Games. We are indie game developers from Salvador, Bahia, Northeast Brazil, and I'm the lead developer of Black Sailors, Bay of All Saints. I'm here to tell you a bit about the game we are building and why this story matters so much to us. Black Sailor is an adventure RPG with tactical turn-based combat. It's a story during the colonization of Brazil back in the 19th century, about a group of enslaved Africans who refused to accept their fate. So they rebelled, seized control of a slave ship, and became pirates, fighting back against the Portuguese colonial oppression in the Bay of All Saints. It's a decolonial game. That means we are shifting the lenses here. We are so used to seeing history and games told from the perspective of the conqueror or the explorer, but in Black Sailors we flip that logic. We take the power out of the hands of the colonizer and put it in the hands of the enslaved and oppressed. One of the things that drive us is how history is taught. Even in Brazil, our education is often very Eurocentric. We were taught at school that our country was formed by Portuguese, indigenous people, and Africans, as if African was just one big homogeneous block, but that was not the case. The African diaspora was formed by several different ethnicities: Yoruba, Bantu, Fon, and many others. Each had their own unique culture, cosmology, and customs. Some were even rival back in Africa, but they were forced into the same struggle here. The colonizers actually thought mixing different ethnicities would prevent revolt. It's important to understand that Black Sailors is built entirely from an Afro-Brazilian perspective. Our culture is incredibly rich and rooted in African ancestry. But over centuries, we lost the clear lines of what came from each ethnicity. In Black Sailors, we are creating an alternative story, exploring what it would look like if this Afro-Brazilian identity was forged in the fire of a pirate rebellion. We didn't want to just make generic African rebel characters. That's why we are collaborating with a historian, a specialist in African diaspora in colonial Bahia. We have researched these specific ethnicities to create characters with real, distinct motivations. So in the crew, you will not just find generic Africans. There is a Daomé warrior, a blacksmith from Oyo, a hunter from Ife. You also find people with very different motivations. Some of them just want to go back to Africa. Others want to build a full-scale rebellion and dominate the bay. And some have lost everything and are driven just by revenge. These clashing motivations create a dynamic conflict between them that evolve as you play. When the game begins, they have just taken control of the ship. They don't know each other yet, but they quickly realize they will have to overcome their differences if they want to survive. Your role as the player is to manage this crew and assign them to specific functions on the ship. So, if you want the ship to move faster, you need to put more people on the sails. If you want the ship to shoot back, you need to put more people on the guns. This is how you play your Revolution. It's a turn-based strategy experience divided into two phases. First, the planning phase, where you manage your crew, analyze enemy movements, track enemy bullets, and decide your strategy. Then comes the resolution phase, where you watch your decisions play out in real time. As your adventure continues, you upgrade your ship and crew and rescue more people who join your cause. We just announced Black Sailors to the world, and the reaction was intense. We saw a lot of backlash from people who treated the simple act of portraying enslaved people with agency as some kind of agenda, but the support has been even louder. We realized that there is a massive audience of players who are hungry for stories that step outside the Eurocentric power fantasy. Black Sailors is for everyone who wants to see history through a different lenses, a lens of resistance, humanity, and freedom. Thanks for listening, and I can't wait for you all to sail the Bay of All Saints with us.
Thank you, Madiba Games, for telling the story of your ancestors with Black Sailors. And we hope you enjoyed that mix of smaller, mostly mobile games that Michael and I found very interesting.
Et voilà Jennifer, malheureusement on arrive à la fin de ce tout premier Afro Game Showcase. Ça en fait des jeux à découvrir, non? Mais ne vous inquiétez pas, on vous fait un petit récap dans un instant.
We want to thank everyone who contributed to launch this very first showcase and every studio that submitted their games. Most of them will be released in less than 1 year, and we hope that in the meantime, you will add them to your wish list. You can find the curated list of the games that are already visible on the Afro Game Showcase list on Steam.
N'hésitez pas à partager vos avis sur les réseaux sociaux en taguant Narratify Agency, qui est notre entreprise de soutien du jeu vidéo africain. Par exemple, si ça vous dit qu'il y ait une deuxième édition de l'événement, dites-le nous très fort afin que nous trouvions des sponsors et du soutien pour que l'émission revienne très vite.
And before we go, here is one last surprise for you. Tell us in the comments what caught your attention. Make sure to follow Narratify Agency on our social media, and we will see you hopefully sooner than later. Merci everyone. Merci Michael.
Thank you everyone. Merci Jennifer.
Bye bye.
Welcome to the most beautiful and quietest parish in the whole of Jamaica, Portland. But watch ya, where them I go? My name Arlington, and the summer me I go be the world's fastest anchor. What my granny? A dirty chicken. But me not get run down by a granny fool them. My life is spend my time with people them around the community. They leave me alone the fool and build me and cat. The community they usually quiet, but recently me see be changes and some new faces. But you know what? No worry, me I go change that and make my community better again. Alright, see if I can swim now. Come now, come in the water.
Cause no food out the road now have no. See them no want me to survive. Them no want me stay alive. You don't see them dirty shits, them have the mindset fearless.
No.